I'm starting off with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation in the shade 208, and I'm applying this with the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. Then I'm going to go in with the Infallible Pro Glow Concealer in the shade 02 Creamy Natural. And so far I've been using this concealer and I haven't had any problems. I have heard that it burns with some people, but I'm probably not that sensitive, so I don't have a problem with it. Look at this tiny little contour stick. It's from the Smashbox, the trio set that it comes with 3 different sticks. I have not found a contour shade that I love as much as I love this one. I just don't like that I can't buy it individually, that I have to buy the whole package of the 3 sets, and I only use that one shade. So that's my little dilemma with that shade. I don't know what I'm going to do as soon as it runs out. And I'm just going over it, blending it out with my sponge. For this, I'm using a Real Techniques brow angle brush, and I love to use this to blend out that contour. I'm taking this limited edition NARS compact. They usually have the same type of setup, just different packaging, and I'm using the lightest shade to set all the areas that I concealed. I'm kind of going out a step here. I decided to prime my eyes with MAC Soft Ochre. So I decided to use that contour shade on the palette, and I didn't really like it. It has too much of a reddish tone, and then I wanted to use the Hoola bronzer as a bronzer, and honestly, to be honest, I did not like the combo. I'm definitely not going to use that contour shade from that palette again. It pulls too much red, and I like the Hoola bronzer better for contouring. I did go in with those 2 shades from the palette as a blush, and now I'm taking the highlighter from the DesiXKaty collection in the shade Fuego. So now I'm going to dip into this palette, the Tarte's Pro palette, and I'm going to set the primer that I put on my eyes with the shade Classic. Now taking the shade Chic, I'm taking that to the crease area, and pretty much what I'm going to do throughout this whole look with this palette is just build up the intensity in the crease area. I'm going to take the darker shade Pro Fresh, and I'm going to build that up in the crease area as well. I just want to add dimension to the crease area. I'm taking the shade Vamp, and I'm just adding a bit to darken the crease area. Now I'm just taking that fluffy brush to make sure there are no harsh lines. Once I am happy with the intensity, I'm going to take this shade Maud, which is that like berry tone, and I'm going to apply this on a flat shader brush all over my entire lid until I am happy with the intensity. Next, I'm going to take the shade Drama, and I'm going to add this to the outer corner. I want to just deepen it up a little bit, and it has more of a plummy shade. And then again, taking the fluffy brush to make sure that there are no harsh lines and everything is blended out. Now this is where this beauty comes out, and I am so in love with these colors. They're so beautiful in person, and I am taking the shade Turbo Sun. Turbo Sun. This does say to apply with the finger, which is why I am applying it with my finger. There does have that shimmery kind of glittery specks, which I think make this such a beautiful shade. If I could do this again, I would definitely apply maybe a shadow base underneath, or glue base, because I did have a little bit of fallout when I applied this color. And now I'll finish up the other eye and I'll be right back. Now I'm taking the shade Suze on a wet brush. I am applying this to the inner corner for the inner corner highlight. Now I'm just taking a black pencil into the waterline, and pretty much what I'm going to do on the bottom is the same thing I did on the top. I'm taking the shade Vamp to outline the lash line and blend that all over the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take that berry shade Maud and I'm going to buff out the entire bottom lash line. I'm taking the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara just to finish the lower lashes. And to complete the look, I'm going to take this shade from the collection, the liquid lipstick in the shade Sauvage, with this lip liner from IBY Beauty. I think it's in the shade Deep Red. And I'm going to use this to align my lips. This is the completed look, and I did have a bit of technical problems. Everything was out of focus, so I don't have the finished look, but I did take pictures, so that is what I will be inserting. And I do have swatches at the end of all the items that I picked up from the collection. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. As always, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you next time. Bye.